limb-lost boss slash legless shed hunter in the hills today. I've been trying real hard this year since we moved out here where I grew up in the country to get permission on new spots to shed hunt. And it ain't been easy. I've snagged a couple permission pieces. It has turned into a couple few antlers this year. That's excellent. There is one individual spot that I've wanted to hunt that I've tried a lot unsuccessfully. And that's fine. Tell you what, if you're lucky enough to own acreage, you're in charge of what people do and don't do on it, or if you even let people on it at all. I respect that. So then I found a smaller chunk next to it. It's owned by a different individual, and I went and talked to him. And it is a semi-overgrown, but not terrible, cattle pasture. There's hillside with a bunch of Russian olive, nasty, thorny growth. And then the very bottom, a grass field that you cannot see from the road. Now where I'm at, here in central Illinois, finding a spot that can't be seen from the road, chef's kiss. That's where the deer are gonna hang out. So we are taking a minute to go check that today. We're gonna check this whole spot. It's not big, but I've got a minute. So we're gonna shed hunt today. I feel like I just started walking. We just walked up on one. It's a little chewed. I can't tell how old it is. Yeah, well, hey, no matter what, glad I freaking came here today. I'm gonna take some as life photos. My best year as a legless shed hunter was 18. And this is antler number 15. It's really hard to tell if this is this year's or not, because it is April. So this could have been laying here for quite a while. I think if it was a year ago, it would have been laid over by fresh vegetation, but hey, freaking let's keep walking. Let's see what else is out here. It's windy. I was debating on taking my sweatshirt off. Hell no. Oak trees here. We feed on acorns. So we're just gonna keep looking. There's a old busted up deer stand back there. So I know somebody used to hunt this a long time ago. And the only thing this guy said when I asked the shed, he was like, yeah, I don't care. Just not after May. And May is when my son brings the cattle back, puts them in here. Okay, not a problem. Unreal how cool this is though. Sometimes walking in the woods with no legs is a pain in the butt. But it's always worth it. Always. Some of the movements you gotta do to get around are really awkward, but I don't care. Found another old stand that is homemade. Tell me a farmer used to hunt here without telling me a farmer used to hunt here. That ain't no Tractor Supply special. That's like platform and ladder off the side of a grain bin. Old. All right, let's keep going. There's not even an antler in this clip, but I want to show you this is why I'm here right now. This is gorgeous and so cool. Incredible looking spot. It would be super cool to be recording when I see one, but I don't really want to hold my phone the entire time. What I actually do is put my phone on Pandora in my back pocket so I don't lose it. If it falls out of my pocket, I'll know. I have lost my phone while shed hunting. I've lost keys while shed hunting. I've lost keys while shed hunting out of state. I'd rather not subject myself to that anymore. Here goes nothing, I guess. Ew! Oh man, that's freaking cool. Golly, I love this. I look around, I'm coming through this thick stuff. Yeah, freaking. What in the world? The pedicle is chewed off of it, and it has an acorn on the tip. Let me take some as it lies. No pedicle. No pedicle left. Look at that. What the heck was going on there? Boy, it ain't very common that I find 2 sheds in one walk. I am in love with this place. Heck yeah. 16. That's 16. There's 16 antlers on the year. I'm only 2 away from tying my best year. Hell yeah. Legless shed hunter. Keeping it going. It's all this green bottom with all these browse going out to the grass. Man, this is cool. I'm so glad I came here today. 16 on the year. I was just on the phone with my buddy, and I told him I found one when I first got here. So statistically, that means I probably won't find anything else because it's rare that I have a 2 shed walk. I usually, statistically, I find 0. You know, if you had to look at the odds, it is less than 50% of the time I find one. So the odds of finding 2, but it's all luck. Luck mixed with a little bit of skill and a whole lot of just determination and persistence. The more you go, the more ground you cover, and the more, I don't know, square feet, square miles that you actually get to lay your eyes on this time of year, the more likely you are to find stuff. So I'm gonna keep going. Talk about gnarly, dude. That's a big old gnarly tree. I think that's a nasty old hedge tree. Walking through grass like this be a real pain in the butt. My toe catches. It's almost like a gazelle kick to get through it. Really lucky it's not any deeper. I might not be able to get through it. Whew. That's what happens. That's what happens when your toe catches something. No catch and hold my toe behind me and you just go down. That's why it's important to learn how to fall safely so you don't break your wrist. Not quite a shed, but no matter what, it counts. Little bitty deadhead here. The road is right over there, so probably a deer that got hit. He goes back with us. Mother Nature trying to steal my hat. Might walk back through that pasture just because I know those antlers can hide. Nope, that's a stick. It might be worse making one pass down and back in that pasture. I don't know. I'm starting to get tired. There ain't no wind over here. Went, I saw, I'm leaving. Oh, inadvertently, I'm gonna check the pasture because I'm leaving that way. So, I don't like this grass though. Holy smokes, no way. No way. Look at that. That's why you freaking walk across. That's why, right there. Son of a, Take a picture. Might be the other side of that one. Let's get the picture. Oh, freaking no brow. What in the world? Look at that. That is a big, it's bigger than what it looks like. 17 antlers, 3 on the walk. This has been incredible. If I walked this whole thing today and only found this antler, it would be crazy worth it. I would be so pumped and you wouldn't be able to wipe the smile off my face. I found the first one over here, and then I walked past this antler 80 yards away from it. I mean, y'all seen how it was laying down. You wouldn't have seen it. I glassed with binoculars. Then I walked that edge. It was 50 yards away from it. One split decision of, I need to go check that spot. I'm gonna force myself to walk across this pasture. Boom, coolest antler of the day. One of the coolest antlers this year. For being a not big one, that one's cool. I mean, I'm freaking thrilled. That's 17. I gotta try and do the math and figure it out how many sheds I found this year, because I'm real close to my record.